Welcome back to the channel. This week I want to talk about, just as the thumbnail says, am I doing enough? And this really started from me listening to a podcast by Michelle Obama. She has a podcast now. And on this episode, she had Taraji P. Henson. And they're talking about things like Taraji had already spoke about, being overworked, tired, she's taking changes for mental health and all of that. And Michelle then said that there's one of the things she's dealing with is that she's of a certain age now. She's learning to say no and putting herself in front. But she said she constantly asks herself, am I doing enough? She said when she look at the news of all the things that is happening, how it disturbs her so much, and she keep asking herself, am I doing enough? Although she has done so much, she's accomplished, professional woman, she's been a lawyer. She supported President Obama for those 8 years. But she said she's still asking herself if she's doing enough. Am I doing enough? In this week's video, we're going to talk about that. So let's go. High point on my third pivot. Just trusting God in the process and knowing that He will show me and tell me exactly what next to do. This is something I ask myself. I move out to the stage of as a young parent or a young mother with a child. Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing this? Am I checking on her? Is she eating right? All these things. Now my biggest, you could say, am I doing enough thought is my relationship with God. Because I know providing that is set, everything else will fall into place. I would keep asking myself, am I listening to God? Am I following God? Am I doing enough? Am I praying enough? And in the case of that is one thing. And if you're a mother or a wife or a child that's taking care of a parent and all of that, you're in the workplace, you always keep asking yourself, am I enough? Am I enough? Am I enough? And then society to, girl, what are you doing? They expect you to do this, and why didn't you turn up? We have this constant struggle and constant inner and outer force telling us that we're not enough. By now, I don't, as I said, my only concern is my relationship with God. I know I did my part as a mother. Kenya know I'm here to support her. Robin know I'm here to support her. Friends, if they call me, whatever the case may be, but my biggest concern is my relationship with God. And that is a problem, at least for me. Because I could remember a time I keep saying, am I following God's instruction? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? And clearly the Holy Spirit said to me, are you doing the things that I already told you to do? And that is it, is that when we get caught up in this trying to do everything right by God, in the process of trying to do everything right by God, we don't be doing anything. We even forget the things that He already told us to do. Or we might feel whatever He tells us to do, at least us making a big impact, is not significant to us. We might even neglect to do whatever He told us to do. Like, for instance, being a mother or being an employee. They have certain basic things we don't even have to ask God for. He don't need to get a big revelation of burning bush. He told us to be kind. He says, spread the gospel. And as you seek a closer relationship with Him, certain things you will start getting at this ease with doing it. Gossip would not come. Even if you did like gossiping before, as you seek a closer relationship with God, as you come off of the phone or you get into the gossiping conversation, you walk away from it, you start feeling different in your body. You know it is not right what you've done. Though some of the things He don't even have to tell you, you don't have to get a burning bush experience, but you start feeling it inward. And then some of the things He already told us, and as I said, we get conviction. If we're not operating right, and you seeking a relationship with God, and you asking Him to show you where you're going wrong, He will then start convicting you about when you do things wrong. Am I doing enough? Is something that plagues us. Society will tell us, or we feel that we need to do more. So listening to her with all what she had done, and something I observed too, you hear her talk, you hear so much of sadness, like I never heard her speak like that before. We had a glimpse of the hardship they had while in the White House. We had a glimpse of how they were torn apart by the public. A lot of things we don't know. How much a struggle it was for her thinking about her children's safety. Because we know the husband was getting a lot of death threat, but her children's safety, all the things that we as a parent worry about on our level, imagine it being magnified when you know for certain there might be millions of people out there just were glad for the opportunity to hurt you. She went through all of that. She contributes so much, and she's still thinking if she's doing enough. Am I doing enough? We would face it. But as a believer let me say this, in any area, be it your work, your children, you being a friend, any area you're not certain about, you could go back to God with it. Am I being the right parent? Am I being the right spouse, be it a husband or a wife? Am I being a good daughter or a good son to my parents, or whatever the case may be? And wherever you shorten, you don't have to beat yourself upon it. You just go to God and He will reveal to you whether or not, if you're doing something wrong, He would reveal it to you, because He knows that you want to do right. You see, the thing about it, I could say something, you could say something, but God knows our heart, and He even knows our heart better than ourselves. If you're going through, am I doing enough? Am I doing enough? Am I doing enough? You just ask God to help you with it. I feel this thing comes as a distraction, because I know for myself, I might be doing good in some area, and I feel that I am doing what God tells me to do. And suddenly you ain't doing enough, you ain't doing enough. That's why this are happening, and that's why they are happening. And then you get sidetracked, and you get yourself all caught up with whatever going on in your head. Then you're not doing what God wants you to do. You are enough, I am enough. And where we shorten, our Father would reveal to us it. And unless He tell us nothing, we just continue doing what He already told us. Be it He spoke to me personally, or it's in the Word. Be kind, spread the gospel, help persons in need, be a good steward of your finances, be a good employee, be a good mother, or whatever the case may be. And if you don't know what it is, then again He will reveal to you. We could trust our Father on that. He will never leave us out hanging and be wiggling in the wind, and we don't know where to go. He will be always there to show us the path. You're doing enough. And wherever you're shorting, you just put it to God, or if you think you're shorting, you just go to God with it, and He's going to tell you. If you are new to this channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. A returning subscriber or visitor, welcome also. If this video or any of the other videos on this channel is helpful to you, share. Why not like, subscribe, turn on the notification button so YouTube will let you know when a new video is uploaded. And also, I have my other channel, My Travel Diary, where I talk about my travels. Also, subscribe to that channel. Both have space for new subscribers. So take care and have a blessed week. Bye.